And all the fadail and the virtues, and especially on a Friday, the Prophet ﷺ has emphasized, send a lot of darood on me, send a lot of salutation, it reaches me directly. I know 3 weeks ago we have spoken about that, and I'm sure most of us have forgotten. Most of us have forgotten. How many of us do that? How many of you did the 10 times darood this morning? How many of you did 100 times darood this morning? That's why we decided to do a book. Nice revised edition by Sheikh Zakaria Sahib. So that anyone that does darood once, at least we will get some blessings. Those of you who sponsor that book as Sadaqah Jariyah, or for your deceased relatives, or whatever, whoever gives someone that book, you will get that blessings every time a man does that. And remember that hadith of the Prophet ﷺ in which he said, the worst miser is not that person who has wealth and does not spend, but that person who hears the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and does not say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said the worst miser, the cheapest kanjus person. A kanjus we say in Urdu, right? And then remember that hadith and that incident when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ascended the mimbar, and Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam said, woe unto that person who hears your name and does not say sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Ameen. Brothers and sisters, that's a powerful dua. The greatest angel and the Rasul of Allah. A dua, Ameen, that when you hear Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, lanat hai inke upar, woe unto that person who hears his name and does not. Can revive the sunnah. You know, to revive a sunnah, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, something that people don't do, something that the Prophet ﷺ has told us to do. The Prophet ﷺ says, if you revive that sunnah, and this is more than a sunnah. Do you know something? Let me tell you something. Bismillah. Sending darood on the Prophet is not just a sunnah. What is that? That's a sunnah of Allah. Sunnatullah. You know what is called sunnatullah? I know you are accustomed hearing about the sunnah of Rasulullah. Well, there is something called the sunnah of Allah. Go and check Surah 48, chapter 5. And you will see Sunnatullah. The practice of Allah was to send salutation on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when we send salutation on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is not just a sunnah that he told us to do, but it is a sunnatullah. It is a practice of Allah and his angels to send salutation on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I told you I'm going to be a darood freak after that khutbah. I give the message to myself first. Bismillah. It is a sunnah of Allah. Sunnah means practice. Practice of Allah. So if we encourage someone to do a practice that Allah himself does, not that Allah only said to do, but what Allah does, you know how much blessings we're going to get. And then if we revive a sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that is not in action, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that you will get more blessings than even 100 martyrs. You know what is a martyr? A martyr is one who have died, a shaheed in the path of Allah. And you get more blessings than 100 of them put together. That's why we decided to do this book. Because if one man sends salutation on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we'll all get that blessings, inshallah. Inshallah, ameen. Because this is not just a good thing. This is an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.